Okay, so for our last hurrah here, we're going to go ahead and add one more sheet. Okay, and we've done the assembly here, but we're actually going to do another assembly. And it's important that you understand what I'm doing here might not be the exact same thing you need to do. You just need to understand the steps. You might have to adjust some things, but for the most part, you have to just understand the steps. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go back into an insert. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and go rename, and we're going to say BOM. Okay, you'll understand what I mean in a second. Okay, so insert view. We're going to actually choose the assembly this time. And the view orientation, I haven't clicked anything yet. The view orientation, I want to do an isometric. The second piece that I want to think of before I start placing this is my scale. So this is kind of small. We want it kind of large for this. So let's try a 1:5 ratio. So I'm going to double the size. All right. So 1:5. If I hit enter, you can see the preview. And that's actually pretty good right there. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. When I'm happy with the size, you want it about almost half. Click. Boom. All right. So now, of this view, we're going to go ahead and right-click, and we're going to shade. And then we're going to add what we call a bill of materials, sometimes called our parts list. Basically, what I'm doing is if I look on my project pieces, I'm creating this, okay? And it's going to come with this, all right? So, clothespin frame, get back here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do BOM table. It's going to ask you, what part should I be using? And we're going to stay with the assembly one. Okay. And then as soon as I have that, I'm going to go over and set this table. All right. Now you'll notice item 1, quantity 3, item 2, quantity 2, item 3, quantity 2. It is literally the same thing. Okay. It may not be the same item number because I did the middle first, but you will notice that it's the same thing. Okay. So in order to do this, I'm just going to go ahead and hit escape, get out of my key here, and I'm going to format this just a little bit. Okay. I don't understand why this is so picky sometimes. I'm going to actually, okay, trim that down a little bit. All right, and then I can go ahead and make this center. And then with the part number in the description, it's going to be more manual. So I'm going to try to go ahead and give myself a little bit more room. And this can be really nitpicky here. Let me zoom in a little bit. It's just going to move it around. Okay, so part number is the same exact thing. We're going to call it side, middle, whatever. Okay, and we're also going to do what we call call out. Okay, I call them balloons, but we're going to go ahead and we're just going to choose one each. Okay, so you'll notice I'm going to click on the piece. I'm going to move out, click again. Then I'm going to choose one of the sides, move out, click again. And then I'm going to go ahead and click the middle piece, move out and click again. You'll notice I kind of spread those out. I want them away from what we're doing. And the reason for that is because, quite frankly, when you do this, you don't want them like latched onto one another, okay? So as I move that around, you can go ahead and do that, all right? So under part number, we're going to go ahead and use the text tool. We're going to zoom in. We're going to make a note. Okay. So in this particular case, quantity 1 or item 1, quantity 3 is the middle piece. So I'm going to type in, guess what? Middle piece. Okay. And those middle pieces are 0.75 inches by, I'm just pressing the X button. Okay. 1.5 inches by 18 inches. Oops, not 28. 18. Okay, I'm going to escape. I really do want to move this. Let's see if this works. That'll work. I'll do that. So I can simply move this around. I guess in order to enlarge it, you got to drag from the square here. All right, and then we're just going to put in notes. Okay, so 2 is the top, bottom. Top, bottom piece. And check mark. And then we're going to put in 0.75 inches by, in this case it was 2 inches by 18 inches. Gosh darn it. Butterfingers today. And item number 3, of course, was the side piece. I'm going to add a note. Side piece, done. And then last but not least, 0.75 inches by 1.5 inches by 20.5 inches. Enter. So, we have just made our entire project from start to finish. Okay, if I wanted to move this around, you can put it right in the middle. All right, it doesn't really matter as long as you're got the pieces, the callouts, and the parts list, and you're ready to print. All right, so in the next video, I'm going to show you how to digitally print and upload.